Canadians have demarked a fence around Stephen Harper, and they say, you're free to kind of maneuver within this space. And whenever he ventures too close to the fence, they tend to penalize him and he goes down in the polls. So when he was proroguing Parliament, or when the opposition was able to position the Afghani detainee file or the census as Mr. Harper being out of keeping with Canadian values, with something integrally about Canadians, about the process of the way the government should run, then they're able to be successful and the Conservative numbers come down and the Liberals go back up. I think that the census issue has been driving poll numbers over the last couple of months, and that it's not about the census, it's not about the kind of the issues of how one collects data. It's more about something's going on here. The opposition's been able to portray it as something kind of un-Canadian, kind of odd is going on here. And so they've been able to kind of body check Mr. Harper into this electric fence that he has to operate within. And so if he's able to get off the fence and continue to kind of be seen as in keeping with Canadian values, moderate and kind of Pearsonian and all this, the consensus of where Canadian politics is, then I think he'll be fine. What I think is driving is more questions around their Canadianness, around their being in keeping with the values of the majority of Canadians. What is Canadian is such an indefinable concept that it's like pornography. You only know it when you see it. And with the fence, Canadians can't really define what it is, but they know when Mr. Harper's brushed up against it. And at those points, they kind of push him back down. So the opposition, I think the opposition's done a good job with the census issue. I think they did a good job with the prorogation issue back in January. And for them, they need to focus more on these issues when they can find Mr. Harper, kind of bump him into that fence of Canadianness and try to see him as running against Canadian values. When they focus on ethical issues, when they focus even on finance issues, fiscal issues, issues of government operation, policy, I think that they have a hard time getting the attention of Canadians, or they seem political, they seem partisan. When they're able to kind of find an issue like this and bump it along and give Mr. Harper a wrong footing on an issue of Canadianness, is when I think you see these poll results move in the direction that the opposition wants. A kind of sneaky process stories seem to be the ones that move Mr. Harper's poll numbers down. And when they're talking about politics and partisanship, his numbers frankly go up.